The autumn air was crisp as Clara walked the familiar path to the meadow, leaves crunching underfoot. Her loyal golden retriever, Shadow, trotted beside her, his grey muzzle betraying his age. This meadow had been their special place for over a decade, the backdrop to countless adventures. Today, however, the walk felt different. Clara couldn't shake the weight of melancholy nostalgia that clung to her heart. Every tree they passed seemed to whisper stories of the past, Shadow chasing squirrels, rolling in wildflowers and bounding through snowdrifts. Now his steps were slower, his energy a shadow of what it had been. When they reached the meadow, Clara spread out a blanket, and Shadow plopped down beside her, resting his head on her lap. She stroked his fur, her mind wandering back to the day she first brought him home. He was just a puppy, tumbling over his oversized paws and licking her face with boundless enthusiasm. Shadow had been there for every milestone in Clara's life. Her high school graduation, late-night heartbreaks, and the move to her first apartment. He'd been her companion through the ups and downs, his quiet presence a source of comfort and love. Now, as the golden hues of sunset painted the sky, Clara couldn't ignore the truth. Shadow's days were numbered. The vet had gently told her it was only a matter of weeks. The thought of losing him filled her with a grief she hadn't expected, yet the memories of their years together made her smile even as tears blurred her vision. "I wish we could go back," she whispered. Shadow's tail thumped weakly, as if understanding her words. The sun dipped lower, casting long shadows across the meadow. Clara took out a small notebook she'd brought with her. "Let's write it all down, boy," she said softly. She began jotting down her favourite memories. Shadow stealing socks, the way he'd bark at the vacuum, his excitement when she'd say the word walk. As she wrote, the ache in her chest began to shift. Yes, she longed for those days, but she realized they were beautiful precisely because they were fleeting. Shadow had given her so much joy, and now it was her turn to honor that joy by being there for him in his final days. When the sun disappeared behind the horizon, Clara packed up their things. "Come on, buddy," she said, helping Shadow to his feet. As they walked back home under the starry sky, she felt a strange sense of peace. The melancholy nostalgia would always be there, but so would the love that had shaped her life.